Hello everyone, welcome to a new training video. Right out the gate, we're going to go ahead and show you how to upload this list first, and then we're going to go ahead and talk about the pain points of why this list is actually valuable right afterwards. So let's get right to the goods. We have the ad manager open right here, and enable to get to this area, which is the audience tab, you need to actually go to business home in the top left hand corner. Keep in mind Facebook's actual layout does change every few months, so that might be changed. So once you're on business home, you're going to click on audiences, and that'll take us back to where we were. Now you're going to be in your ads manager. You see in the top left hand corner, same thing, business home, ads manager. And then you're going to be at all your campaigns here. The bright green shiny button is going to be creating a campaign. So once we create a campaign, it'll look something like this. And able to get to the ad set area, which is the audience, which is what we're talking about, you need to just select something here and build your campaign like you're normally going to build it. Hit continue. That gives you access to right here. We go to audiences, and within audiences you could actually add your own customer lists, custom audiences, if you want to read that. We click right here, left click of course, and you could see all of the lists that you could upload and all the lists that I do have. So you see the 65,000 wholesalers is one of my older lists. I'm still waiting for the 97,000 one to populate. And there, now I am including and targeting a small niche category list. So there we go. I remove that. And what we're actually talking about is exclude. We're excluding specific people, and we're not allowing them to view the ad. So we're going to go down in the exclusion tab and select the 65,000 wholesalers. Now, when you're in Ads Manager, this is how you actually add the list. So that's how you just add it to your campaign. Super, super easy. It's in the Audience tab when you're creating the ad. Now let's actually add the audience. So again, Business Home, Audience. Now we're in Create Audience. We're going to create a custom audience. And we're going to create a custom audience based on a customer list as soon as the Wi-Fi allows me. Customer list. And now it says you need to include at least one main identifier, and to avoid all of this, you basically should only be doing user ID number, which is how do you get that information only from Facebook really, so it's kind of ironic they tell you to use that. But basically you should only have email and phone number. You could do first name, last name, but that's basically impossible. There's so many people who have the first name and last name. You're basically not going to have a list. You need email number and phone number, and that is basically going to match up with Facebook's backend. When they signed up for Facebook and they log in to Facebook, they could use an email or phone number. That's the email and the phone number you want. So just their second business phone number is not going to get you attached to their Facebook. You need the actual phone number that they use to log in from their phone. Or when they originally signed up, super long time ago, or if they changed their email recently, you need that email that's attached to the Facebook account on the back end. These two will actually link up, and we'll explain that more in depth a little bit later in the video. So this, you just go ahead and skip all this and click next. This is for customers' lifetime value. We don't have that. We're just uploading email and phone number to exclude wholesalers. And there we go. Once we click next, we can upload this CSV or TXT format. Go ahead and click upload file. You can see here if you right click, go to properties, you can see that this is a CSV. Just in case that changes on you, that's how you should receive it. So we're going to go ahead and open email, phone number, 97K, perfect. It already comes up with your name for you based on the file, and then you simply click next. And then if you had multiple columns, like let's say location, date of birth, user ID number, a bunch of stuff you don't actually need to attach to Facebook for Facebook advertising, it'll say action is needed. Do you want these columns to be searched for important information? Basically, were you disorganized? And as long as you see on my file, have a header of email, and below email, it's all the emails. You have a header of phone number, and you have all the phone numbers, two things in a CSV file. It'll easily attach. It mapped two columns out of two columns. It will check and cross-match all emails and phone numbers with a Facebook account. Super simple. You just click upload and create. It takes a few minutes, uploads it, creates it, and then it's done. I'm going to actually stop because we just did that in a previous video I recorded here. And look, it's already ready. So there you go. Now once that is ready, you might need to give it a few minutes for it to actually appear here, because as you can see, I scroll down, I don't have it on here yet. So you do need to be patient, potentially waiting up to a maximum of 1 hour. I could hit F5 and reload. And as you can see, my list is still not ready to upload just yet. So you might have to wait an hour, potentially a couple of hours, to be able to upload that list. So continue. Let's see if we can do it yet. I don't think I could do it yet though. There we go. So again, it's the second column. Exclusion is what we care about. Let's type in 97. Nope, no matches found yet. But if I type in 60, let's see if we can manually see it. Let's go down. So nope, it is not on there just yet. So we still do have to wait for that. Now, just to give you a couple examples here, let me show you exactly why we want to be using this. All right, so when you come to Facebook, you normally get advertisements, right? So we see Daniel buys houses in Southern California. If he had me on this 97,000 wholesaler exclusion list, and he uploaded that to his exclusion right here, custom audiences exclusion, even though I went to his website recently, I went to all Florida. As you can see, Arizona We Buy Houses. You can come here and go to all their websites too. We'll do in a minute just to show you. But Daniel buys houses in Southern California. He's targeting me because I went to his website, interacted with his page, or because I was in San Diego, California before I moved here to Mexico. So he is targeting me, and if I was on his exclusion, I would not actually show up, because here's the real thing, is I am a wholesaler and an advertiser. I'm not a motivated seller. So what that means is that when I click more information to read all his ad copy, first of all, I could take and steal all of his ad copy now because he's advertising to his competitors. I could see his headlines and see if he's getting lots of engagement and likes and comments and shares, and I could take his headline and his ad copy, change a couple things if I want to, but in reality, that's what happens when you advertise to your competitors. Now, with all these comments, the competitor, myself, or whoever the competitor is who's watching, could also message these people if they show interest. They could message anyone who's had likes on this, and they can go message each individual person because they liked your post. And they can go and ask them for a contract on their property possibly. But that's just the first entry level about what a competitor can do. What a competitor actually does, real estate agents, wholesalers, without you knowing, is if they were to comment, if they were to like, if they were to interact with your ad in any way, Facebook is actually going to optimize for your competitor now. They're not going to actually optimize for the motivated seller. They're going to optimize for whoever interacts with your ad. So if a competitor clicks on learn more to go to your website or to fill out their information, they could simply put 1980 detox way. What's the best email? They could put alcoholic@gmail.com. What's the best number to reach you? And then they could put let's just put like a 858, and then what is that famous phone number? 8675309. Right now it's a fake number. And then what's the full name? You could put the full name would be alcoholic, and then you get this lead, and you get a little annoyed because you realize it's a totally fake lead. So they've just wasted your time. Now, some wholesalers who really don't like you for whatever reason and they are jealous of you, they could go one step further, because we all know how to skip trace owners and everything, right? So part of my slow Wi-Fi, if this even loads here. But they could zoom into any house anywhere in the United States that you're targeting them, right? And they simply click on a property, they get the owner's information, the owner's details, and they input that information into your ad, and then immediately you think, awesome, I'm calling this homeowner, and they're probably going to sell their property to me and all that good stuff. But I could put, if this was a regular person, not a company, corporation, they could put the regular person's name, potentially the phone number, or the real estate agent, from the real estate agent transaction, they could put their phone number information and just mess with you. So that can be annoying too, right? But when somebody fills out this lead form, even though it's a fake lead and you're thinking, oh, whatever, it's just a fake lead, they're actually messing up your entire algorithm. Now, because you have no choice, Facebook, the $600 billion algorithm, is optimizing for your competition and motivated sellers. Now, if you have this exclusion list, effectively, you're telling Facebook, I want you to optimize for motivated sellers and motivated sellers only. Do not show this ad to my competitors. Do not let my competitors see the likes, comments, or shares. Do not even let my competitors click learn more and see what my lead form looks like. So having an exclusion list is actually really important. And when you do have it, you don't realize the benefit. But when you take it off and remove it, your ad costs will go through the roof because your algorithm is out of whack. And you could be getting fake leads. You should not really be getting fake leads anymore after you upload the list. So currently the list is $20 on the website. It will be going up to basically a tenth of 1 penny for each user ID, which, let me tell you, it is dirt cheap. Most people charge 10 cents per user ID, which would be $10,000 for this whole list. But since I'm only giving you the emails, I'm removing all the excess information for text blasting, cold calling, all that stuff. It's basically not even 1 penny per user ID. It's 1/10 of 1 cent for each user ID, which would be $97. And I'm currently having it for $20 while this gets started. So if you're looking to have an exclusion list, you definitely want to get in right now. If you're getting at $97, don't worry, that's still a steal of a deal, because if you wanted this entire list with all the information such as locations, names, date of births, user ID numbers, all of the glorious information, that's going to be $970. So trust me, you're still getting a really good deal for this exclusion list. If you have any questions, feel free to check out the frequently asked questions below on the website, or feel free to shoot me a message. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Have a great day.